Okay, this week along the campaign trail, it seems former Governor Mike Huckabee's GOP star is rising, and not a minute too soon, with a very important Iowa contest just around the corner now. And if you missed it this morning, Fred Thompson gave Fox News a piece of his mind. Let's bring in the bloggers. On the right, David Freddoso from National Review Online. David, good to see you, doctor. And on the left, Morra Evans from blogger.org.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Morra, I went on the site earlier today, and I was looking at cooking segments. What the heck is going on with your site? Let's ramp up the brass knuckles politics. Will you work?
Come on, we talk about everything, and you know, more women vote than men.
Oh,
so
it was like wellness segments. Here's what you eat in the diet. Come on, I want the hard knuckle politics, but we'll take care of that for now. Good to see you, Morra. I'm just giving you a hard time. You know I love you. Okay, let's start with Mike Huckabee. Morra, what's happening with Mike Huckabee? Why does it appear his star is on the rise? And give us the straight talk on this one.
Well, I think the thing with Mike Huckabee is he's charming and he's funny and he's not a Mormon. And he's a great campaigner. And you know, the thing about Iowa is it really allows for retail politics. Mike Huckabee is a great politician, and I think that people really enjoy getting to know him. You know, Mitt Romney's a little robotic, even on the trail, and I think you see a hunger in the Republican Party for a candidate like Huckabee, and we love a come-from-behind story, but you know, the truth is this guy is a radical.
He's a radical?
He's a radical. His views are very fringe. He actually, you know, would really change our country, I think, for the worse. He's regressive. I've said before, he doesn't even believe in evolution.
David, you're just going to sit there?
I would disagree with that. Look, Huckabee, he's been described as the candidate of the religious left for a reason. He is a big spender, raised taxes when he was governor of the state, and I don't just mean to slam him or anything, but his positions on abortion and Second Amendment issues are what distinguish him as a conservative. They're not terribly different from what President Bush currently has. So I don't see him as a radical. I do see him as a good possible vice presidential choice for Romney in the long run because he's evangelical and he's a Southerner, Mitt Romney.
He has single-handedly taken evolution out of most of the textbooks in Arkansas. I don't think that represents most of the views of Americans. There's a great article in Salon called The Dark Side of Mike Huckabee that I recommend everyone read. Apparently he's not all that ethical either.
Well, that's a strong charge to just level over the air in a blanket way. You know, Huckabee is he talked about the issue of evolution in one of the debates. He gave a long soliloquy on the topic, actually, in which it didn't sound to me like he was really denying evolution as a scientific theory.
You went strong, Morra. You did. You just went strong there, and okay. But
I feel strongly about it.
Yeah, I can see that. Let's talk about the front runners in this race in Iowa right now. All the attention on Iowa, and I get it. It's the first one out of the box. I get all of that. Can Romney actually lose Iowa? I get that there is a strong challenge going on right now from Huckabee, but can he actually lose Iowa?
It's possible. He could lose it even if he wins it. If he doesn't win by a lot, because everyone expects him to win by a lot, then I think Romney's in a lot of trouble after Iowa. If anyone's going to beat Giuliani, it's going to be someone who comes into the big February 5th primary day with a couple of victories under his belt already. If Huckabee makes sort of a disappointing showing in Iowa, does okay, wins New Hampshire, ekes it out in South Carolina, that's not as good as if he just pummels everybody in Iowa. That would be ideal for him.
But the thing is with New Hampshire coming a scan, I think 5 days after Iowa, and Romney is so close to home there, he can pour a lot of money in and I think throw off momentum even if someone like Huckabee actually wins Iowa.
Hey, Morra, let me stay with you for a second. Explain to me the dynamics on the Democratic side right now in Iowa. My goodness, Hillary, Obama, maybe according to the polls we should flip it. It's Obama, Hillary, and Edwards. Sort this out for us. Where are we right now? Just, what, weeks, really, away from the caucus?
You know what? We're too close to call. If you think back to last cycle, John Kerry was not certainly polling in first place at this time. I think we have three great candidates on the Democratic side, and the voters are going to decide. We still have over a month away. So, you know, I think we should sit back and let them campaign for the voters.
David, what are your thoughts?
I think Edwards might be the guy to watch in Iowa. You remember he surprised everyone with his showing in 2004. He's got a lot of infrastructure there. He's the only guy who's gone to all 99 counties. I think he could surprise everybody. I think maybe he could upset Hillary. The way things are going for her, or have been very lately, the way the polls have been trending toward a real horse race.
More a real possibility there?
Yeah, and Hillary doesn't really need to win Iowa, I think. I think that if Obama wins Iowa, it will be a definite heads up for him. But I think that Hillary, if she comes in second or third, the race isn't over for her by any means.
I'd say the opposite, actually. I'd say if she doesn't win Iowa, then everybody is going to be... I think there are a lot of Democrats out there who, yeah, they'll vote for Hillary in a general election, but they're just waiting. Is there somebody out there who can stop her from being our candidate? They'll breathe a sigh of relief and go vote for the other guy in the later primary.
And David, you disagree with that, Morra? Okay, not surprised by that. But let me stay with you for just a second here, David. Fred Thompson, as you know, taking on the Fox News channel earlier today, accusing the network of skewing things against him. Are you disappointed with the Thompson campaign so far?
Well, look, in the last 2 weeks, Thompson has done more events, I think, than any other candidate. He's really stepped it up, to his credit. Okay, but let's look back a few weeks. When he first gets into the race, pretty much he had the goodwill of almost every conservative in the country who was disappointed with the status quo. I mean, look, Mike Huckabee is getting 24%, 25% in Iowa. That's a sign that people are really discontented. All those people were probably ready to embrace someone like Thompson if he'd come on strong from the get-go. But he really didn't. A lot of people have written him off, and I don't want to say it's too late for him, but it is good at least to see him stepping it up. If people criticized him before for running a lackluster campaign, it's because he was running a lackluster campaign.
Let me let you riff on that. Go ahead, Morra.
Well, let me tell you, I think he's violated two key tenets of what we want to see in our presidents. He doesn't seem to want it bad enough, and then today he complained to the media of all people. I don't think that that's what we want of our president, especially in a time like this. He sounds like a crybaby who just doesn't really care if he wants to be president bad enough. That's not where we're at right now.
You've been hitting hard today, Morra. You've been hitting. Hey, I got to leave it there. It's great to talk to both of you. This was fun this week. Yay!
Thanks, Tony.
Yay! Have a great Sunday. Thanks, guys.
See ya.